Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Sherm Music, and today I want to share my production workflow. Kind of show you guys some of the plugins I use and how I work with Arcade, Scalar 2, Maschine 2 inside of Logic. All right, so we'll take a look at there. So we're trying not to make this a really long video. The last video I think I did it was like 15 minutes. So, all right, let me stop talking. All right, so first thing, there's two things that happen. So let's say we already got a track that has already been made. That would go on the instrument track. And the two things that I do on the instrument track is the BPM counter, so that I can get the right BPMs. And the only reason I do that is so that I can line up the bars, know how many bars the verse is, how many bars the hook is, intro, whatever. So it helps keep everything nice, clean, and organized. All right, and then there is the mixed in key. This is like a lifesaver for those of you guys who use auto tune. Like, this is big for me. Like, you definitely need this in your arsenal when you're using auto tune, because it'll give you the key of the song, so that, and it's really easy to use. So for example, let's see if I can just pull up a track real quick here. Let's find a track. Okay, here's a track. All right, so let's drop this in here. So we're gonna put this on this track here. And what will happen is, because it's on this track, you just press play. That's kind of loud, sorry about that. All right, and then guess what happens? It tells me that this song is in C minor.
Okay, sky high with it. Watch this pin hit the pad like it had eyeballs in it.
All right, so that track is in C minor, and then what happens is when you go to the vocal track, and you're going to use your auto tune. So here's another plugin that I use, the UAD Auto Tune Real Time Advanced Dope. Basically, what you would do is set up, I think that we said C minor. All right, so we go in here, we set it for C, and then we'll put it on alto, tenor, or low male, depending on who you got in the booth, you know. And then this here, it gives you more auto tune. And then if you want that much auto tune, you can add this here, and this adds more like humanization to it. So yeah, so UAD Auto Tune Real Time is the auto tune of my choice. It's what I like to use. All right, I also have on the vocal track, wait, not that one. On the vocal track, I have a rack here. Now this here, I mean, let me just tell you guys, dope, okay? Dope, all right? You set it up the way you want it set it up. I actually got this from, I forgot the guy who had this. I want to see, I think his last name is Levine. Sorry, bro, I can't give you your credit. I can't think of what your name. Sean Levine. Sean Levine is his name. I think he was selling this template. So this is dope. You can control the low cut. He has this called the glue. It's sort of like compressing and marrying the your beat and the vocals together. Got the little sauce, reverbs. I don't use any of the reverb stuff because I like my own reverbs, and I'll show you the reverb I use normally. But these are my go-to three things here. This gives it more of the, it's almost like a low-pass filter, and so you get more high, and so it gives you that nice little crisp sound. So that's dope. So I use that. Then we can go into our reverb. All right, so with the reverb, we're talking about tone boosters. I have their whole suite. I love this reverb. This is the go-to reverb for me, all right? And very simple to use. Very simple to use, and I don't have to worry about if it's too much. I know exactly how this one sounds. So normally when I find a plugin that just works, I don't care about how many other plugins, reverb plugins I have. And I mean, when I tell you guys that we got plugins, let me just tell you, we got plugins, okay? I don't care about none of this other stuff when it comes to reverb. I'm going to use what I use, okay? The one that works the best for me. All right, so anyway, so Tone Boosters Reverb version 3 is my go-to for reverb. Let me see here. Also, I wanted to keep some of these things up just so you can kind of get a sense here. Okay, so let's get that going. All right, then we got the delay. I use the Logic delay. This thing here is easy to use. I can control the note, how many. I love that. I can control the feedback, control how wet it is, how dry it is. If I want it just to be on the highs, I can do that right there. Yeah, so real simple, really simple. I don't need it to be confused. Like, here's the thing. There are thousands and thousands of plugins out here that you can use that do all the same thing. And so based on the name, based on whatever is what they're selling you, oh, because you want to sound like this person, sound like that person's mix, they all kind of do the same thing. Some of the things are a little more advanced, so they give you more control. So that would be maybe the difference maker when talking about plugins. All right, so the next thing we got here is this one here. Now, who knows how to say this name? Is it Pug Child? Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, this is my go-to for this. And I normally don't touch this. I have this set the way I want it. I may make some changes, just another compressor to me. And then we have the vocal writer live, and that kind of just keeps the vocals down, keeps it from peaking and going over what you want it to have. So this is the basics of what I use for the vocals, right? Outside of just your normal EQ, you know, you can do the EQ. Hold on here. Let me get rid of these. All right. Normal EQ on a track like this. I'm just going to use Logic's EQ, or sometimes I'll go into and get the fat filters. Probably, what is it? Where is it at? Where's that one? I'll just use it. I can't see it right now. But I'll use the fat filter EQ, and that's always a good one as well. All right. So that's the basics for this. I mean, this is so simple to use. I mean, I'm cutting. You know, I might search for a little high note or whatever, the little boxy sound, get rid of that. I might raise up a little bit here, you know. So it just depends on what it actually needs, you know. But it's the basic stuff. Most music is the same, and it's to your liking. So whatever you do, you know, like this looks like a setting that I would use for clarity, right? So I would do that. But it differs for every instrument, every vocal. It differs. So that's that. All right, now let's jump into the production side. So if you guys seen any of my other videos, you know I love Arcade. So I got Arcade here. This is really simple to use. No big deal. You got your keyboard or your beat machine or your typing keyboard you can use. You're basically just clicking on here and choosing a kit that you want, and then going from there. You know, really simple, right? So we got that. Then we have Scalar 2. Now, I am new to Scalar 2, but Scalar 2 is dope. Let me tell you, when you're talking about trying to come up with interesting chords, and if you're not a musician like myself, you're just a producer, but sometimes you hear things and you want a different sound. Man, Scalar 2 is dope. So It's real simple. You have an option you can record, let it record, hear what your track or the music you already have sounds like. It'll find the key and then it'll give it to you. Or you can go to scales, choose your scale, whichever one you want, do that, and then you can start finding, and then they'll give you these options here. And if you click this button over here, now look at this, it gives you these keys right here. So what will happen is on your keyboard, you can press these and you're doing chords with just one note, okay? Now, there is something like that in Maschine that you can use as well. I use that too, but this is dope. This is dope. This is definitely a fine, let's see here. By the way, I think Arcade is like $10 a month or something like that. And you actually can download all of the kits and use it if you just want to use that, but they always have great updates, so you might want to invest in that. All right, so next one is Maschine. All right, now Maschine is dope because I just love the kits. You know, they got all kind of kits in here, and you can pull drum loops, you can pull instrument loops, you can, like when you're working with this with native instruments inside of Logic, it is ridiculous the sounds that you can make, the music that you can make. So this is another go-to for me here, and I can easily just grab one of these kits here, boom, put it in, download it. Let me see. What am I on? Oh, wrong one. Okay. Yeah, so I can go like this. So that's it. So that's the kit, right? So let's just say, so within here they have stuff that's pre-made, that you can use it. They're all license free. Okay, the little patterns, all the drum sounds, whatever, it's all license free. You also can create your own, to where you can create your beat, create your drums, do all that. And then the really nice thing about it is you can click this button here and drag that loop that you can turn that into an audio file and drag that over into Logic. Just like you can do the same thing with Scalar. Okay, so that's dope. Okay, and then I think is there anything on this one? No, there's none on that one. So hold on, let's get rid of these so we can see what we're doing. Get rid of this, and then let's get rid of Maschine. Okay. All right, so real simple, guys, real simple. That's my flow. Told you this video wasn't going to be too long, but if you got any questions, drop those in the comment section there. I love to answer some questions. Love to talk about what you want to talk about. Yeah, by the way, I can't play this whole track, but this is my boy, Freddie Davis III. Be on the lookout for this track coming out. It's going to be dope. It's called NASA. Nice artist coming, upcoming. And great thing about him is that he's in love with God, and we're going to do some big things. And also you can go to Spirit-Led TV, check out the videos that we've done, check out the music. Yeah, I think it'll definitely help you out there. So that's Spirit-Led TV. I'll make sure to put that in the description there. All right, guys, so listen, thanks for hanging out with me. That's my main plugins that I use. Sometimes I'll try different things, but for the most part, that's the setup. I'll have an instrument track, I'll have a vocal track, which in all these tracks you just duplicate. Of course, in Logic, you just Command D and you're duplicating everything, and you can just keep creating. So really nice and easy workflow. All right, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching Sherm Music. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.
Blast off. Okay, sky high with it. Watch his pin hit the pad like it had eyeballs in it.